What is up, guys? Welcome back to a video. We're back playing of the devil. Yeah, that's the game. I don't know how you've got it. Anyways, let's go. Has been verified? Not yet. We have to muscle past everyone and forward in this info to get the front of that line. My brother, the nurse covered in his fingerprints. There's a copy in discovery data, but I should warn you, it doesn't exactly make for a light reading. I have to manage somehow. I need to see this confession for myself. Sorry for everything. Can't say it enough. Didn't mean to hurt you or do what I did. Did not sick want any of it to happen. The hell's sick? Didn't want any of it to happen. Can't stay in control when I get mad. When I'm not in control, I hurt people without meaning to. Wish I hadn't broken them. Didn't mean to at first, but I was hurting. Wanted you to hurt too, but I didn't want to hurt you. Words aren't enough. I know that now. I'll take responsibility to do what I've been avoiding. Please forgive me. That was of course barely legible in fact. Well, got a spin on that. No need. But it's a confession. Not a confession that he signed though, is it? Ooh! Not yet. And not one he intends to sign anytime soon, considering that he asked for representation. Yeah, the most wanted man in City asked for a lawyer and got you. I guess you're both lucky. Hardly. I just happened to be awake when the call ran out. But I'm not so flush with work that I can afford to turn tail now. So if you don't mind, I'd like to go speak with my client. What? He's not still handcuffed, is he? Look, counsel, with all due respect, we have strong evidence pointing to that man being responsible for 6 murders. 2 hours or so in cuffs isn't cruel or unusual. And that's for your safety as well. It's kind of you to worry, but I doubt I'll be in any danger. He's killed 6 women. None of them were redheads. Seriously though, I'd like to speak with him alone now. Camera's off if you don't mind. Mic's on or off is your call counselor, but we'll be watching the feed from right outside in case anything happens. And the cuffs. Oh, don't read that. And the cuffs. That is stays on. They're worried about me? How chivalrous. Yeah, my arm is practically blinding. Christ, that starts an unlocked cycle. Counselor, just one last word of advice. If you have any interest in his well-being, I'd suggest you help him sign that confession. That's a bad idea. I do get paid either way. The defense part of the defense say isn't just for show, detective. I mean it. I feel like one of those weird scenes gonna happen. 6 people dead is one thing, but it's also caused 2 weeks of widespread terror and public unrest. Putting it another way. He's made the state look bad. That's a capital crime if there ever was one. And even if the death penalty is not actually on the table these days, I can guarantee he's not gonna like whatever rehabilitation plan they draw up for him. Look, I've seen the virtual work release program in person, and it's being challenged before the Supreme Court. Yeah, sometime in the next decade maybe. Just remember, a plea deal might feel like a loss for you, but it just keeps him from, you know, that's probably a win for your client, right? Prison sentences are generally lighter for those who plead guilty. That much is true. Saves the court a great deal of time and money, and they show their gratitude with their sentencing. But no one will ever be grateful towards a heartbreak killer. Everyone convicted for killing 6 people, don't ever rest their mind another day in their life. Jeez, it's late, innit? It's depressing as hell in here. They need to lighten this place up. Oh, I lost flat, right? Hope you don't mind if I get comfortable. We've got a lot to cover, but this shouldn't take all night. What are you? Look, I already told you people I didn't. I'm not a cop, Carlos. Furthest thing from it. I'm a lawyer. Your lawyer, in fact. And I'm here to help you. Yeah, well, they said that too. All of them did. Back there, in here, kept repeating it the whole ride over. They said that they were gonna help me, that they knew this was all a mistake, then they They said I killed, acting like they're on my side, and they thought that I could have. It's not my job to help you, Carlos, but this is mine, and I'm here now. He's still in shock. I need more information. If I approach it the wrong way, it'll clam up even more. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's probably difficult to think, let alone speak. But I'd like to try and answer a few questions. The police did already. Questioned you, I'm sure, but they were treating you as a suspect, not as a client. Okay, so what do you want to know? About you? Yeah, that sounds simple. Something mundane, grounded note. I'd like to know a bit more. I'd like to know a bit. Jesus Christ! I'd like to know a bit more about you first, Carlos. What line of work are you in? I'm with city engineering. Shit. Or I was, or I should be. I thought the police must be convinced he mapped the optics blackouts using data he stole from work. My got slotted for the job, and Carlos, I really need more than that. So what did I know? He works as civil engineering, not a desk job. Reyes said he was monitored from work, and the arm must be in custody at the moment, but based on his shoulder, it have to be pretty. So lifelike perhaps, with a fake skin on the forked hand simulating blood flow, as if. Authoritarian, yeah, he doesn't strike me as a type who's enamored with the aesthetics of modding. The young and the restless and the rich, swapping in a neon chrome limbs, because they like it the way it looks, or the way it makes other people start looking at them. You know, he's pragmatic, grounded, and very unlucky, in which case I should be too. You know, my brother wants to mod. Really? Really? I don't even have a brother. He had everything planned out, a whole career path of promotions and bonus and the upgrades that afford him. They gave his 18th birthday present. Test results politely informing him that he's not a viable candidate. That sucks. I think he felt relieved actually. Seemed like it was a weight off his chest. He was glad that he didn't have to choose. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I think it does. I always figured that if I'd start at all, I'd sort of small, a hand or an eye, test the water. Never thought about lobbing my whole damn arm off, but the recruiter was enthusiastic. He said, "With the NCDA, they'll differentiate on resources, cause that shit canned. So now me and every other modder is royally screwed. They never let me keep that tax credit." These citizens with disability tax would have been not replaced. But I doubt he'd appreciate the distinction at the moment. I work the tight space with the high volt environments, mostly canopy upkeep. Typical stuff for modders, you know. Speaking freely now, don't need to do much more than repeat his words back to him to make him keep talking, but the right word choice here, or you can still make a difference. You work on canopy, you must be. Must be under a lot of pressure now that the subways are cordoned off. Damn straight, and scrap went long. Once word got out that the case against was real, every desk job in the chain became terrified of their shadow. All of them convinced that internal affairs are going to come knocking if they misplace so much as a paperclip. Everything but the book means no room for compromise, no room for problem solving. No room for engineering? Yeah. And no patience for screw-ups. Try very hard not to look at his shoulder. Why aren't you wearing a prosthetic right now, Carlos? Yeah, that. Rejection issues starting last month. A lot of sleepless nights. Rejection? Did the therapy not take? It's not like that. I wasn't losing puss out of my sockets or anything. Then do these rejection issues have anything to do with your scars? Not the way you're thinking. I'm right-handed. Bruh. Never thought this would go so long. I'd have to really learn how to do everything. I mean, the problem started small, trembling, but then spasms. Just oversensitivity, and they said an easy fix. But the problem got bigger. Couldn't let it get that far. You need to be able to trust your own hands when you're on the job site. Drop a cut at the wrong moment and people could get hurt. So I sat down, made an appointment, turned in my arm. I watched my case get placed in the back of the damn line. Where did you turn in? Listen. Some mass turnaround chop show with a waiting list like you wouldn't. It doesn't sound like you're a happy customer. Hell no! I found a dozen other clinics with shorter wait times, but as long as I'm renting out and not owning, the manufacturer decides where your arm gets maintenance. And that's why I'm sitting here with this expensive ass stump for a shoulder. I haven't been able to work in weeks. Bosses were generous enough to say my position might still be there when I've got 2 working arms again. You can buy a rent to replacement yourself just in the meantime? I serve at the pleasure of the state, and I've got exclusivity contract with Hindi, all locked up white knuckle inside. Hindi? Hello Industries? As I recall, he's registered one of their Hyundai models. I took one step on side with uninsured tech. Forget the finance. I'll lose the down payment and my arm. I'm never working in the city again. If that was the last quarter, maybe I could have worked something out with management, but like I said, no one's sticking their neck out for anyone now that the long and deep hot shit. You mentioned discomfort. Are you in pain? They'll come and go. It's the itches that kill ya. And the phantoms come back pretty fast when I don't have anything. Shapes attached to me. Didn't they give you something to, well, wear in the meantime? Something that cleans enough against like this? What they gave me is dead weight. 3-jointed landfill bait piece of shit. Sorry, it's just... It's a very shitty feeling having to part of your body like that. You know, they know they cut corners on. It's compatible, technically I can slot it in and feel on balance again. But the fingers don't even bend, and the quick twitch motors are way off. So walking around with your arm asleep or dead. So where are you wearing it when? I think saying you were arrested bad. Were you arrested? No, I wasn't. But I'm pretty sure I saw the police bagging it as evidence, so can't have gone too far. So Dixon Reyes was being quite literal about how he was found. He had the victim's blood on the left arm because of the time Christian didn't even have a right. No inconsistency in the story so far, and he's opened up about all unexpected, but this has all just been a moment for both of us. Now comes the delicate part. Carlos, you and the victim were romantically involved. How long did you know each other? Right. I've known her since college. We shared a few classes, some mutual friends, always got along. Eventually we got together at some point. Guess I never asked her about the real formal way. Sounds pretty cowardly saying that out loud. Diane, she was in genetics, focused her studies on agriculture. Which takes me a few tries to get used to using past tense. Her eyes went dimmer. Oh my god. You just finished that postgrad work this year. Got hired right out of the gate. Practically headhunted, you believe that? Practically headhunted, of course she was. Any company would be lucky to have her, unlike it was a real ass job, paid real ass money too. So her career was starting to pan out. Right as yours had fallen into the mother of all stout lumps. Look, her eyes become black blood. Where was she hired? Pedigree? No, PG Laboratories. I say I like the name matters, the whole setup's on the hardcore umbrella. That doesn't narrow it down. Labs Corporation grows a third of soybeans and corn in the entire country. One client that size, the lab wouldn't need any others. Now no corporation earns the mega prefix without being a little throat cutting, but to Harker, that's about as tame as big businesses can get. Predictable like the seasons, no one's gonna buy that they had some lab tech murder because of corporate greed. Has she adjusted well to her new job? Yeah, they loved having her there. She never mentioned arguments or disputes, corporate politics getting rough. Don't think so. Not like I've been a good listener lately, but I never got the impression that no one I know could do this to her, and there's nothing she could have done that would deserve what happened to her. There's a long shot, hoping for a disgruntled character from her past to shift blame onto it. But no one suspects a country shuffle and take suspicions. I should disprove the argument entirely. Thank you, Carlos. That was very helpful. It was? Now let's try and tell me whatever you can about what happened tonight. Start at the beginning and take your time. The details are important. Alright, Miss I'll try, Morgan. Are you ready? We were arguing. We've been arguing a lot lately. Arguing about stupid stuff. I haven't been working, I haven't been making money, I haven't been pulling my weight. I was mad at myself. But more than that, I was jealous of her, jealous over nothing, jealous over goddamn money. The report say you were arguing about 8 PM? Yeah, it must have been when we started. We got into it and I said a lot of things I shouldn't have, and I said one thing that I really shouldn't have. I crossed the line and we both knew it, so I left. You left? Yeah, walked out the front door. Thought some fresh air may help me cool me off. Help me figure out what to say to make it up to her. Of course, the air wasn't fresh, just humid, thick like mud. And when I was pissing away at the time, Diane was... Do you bring a phone with you or any other electronics? No. I kind of stormed off, didn't even take my key fobs. That, if he did, that would have been able to prove his phone location. That's why she's asking. Didn't even lock the door behind me. Locks us down. Traffic and street level cameras won't help him. That lives. Did you go through a trip while talking with Mother Eyes? Did you buy anything cash or credit? No. Not even a vending machine. Not even a dumb betting machine, huh? I may have met my match. How can anyone be this unlucky? That's quite unfortunate. I just wanted quiet at the time. Wants to wallow in reality. Sorry if I don't have all the details straight in my head is. But if my exact route would help, the cam's probably... What is it? Opticals what? Can that even happen? There was no other proof that you were out at the time Diana was killed. Meaning you've got no alibi. This can't... Listen, I didn't do this. I couldn't... Carlos? I'm the one person you don't have to try and convince. After all, I'm your lawyer. So let's get it all out of here and see what we've got to work with. Right. Now you said you left to clear your head, so why would you come back? Came back because I heard a noise. A loud noise. Didn't know what it was, but it was loud and it scared me. And it came from the direction of our apartment and I was walking back at first, but at some point I must have started running because when I got back I was so out of breath. When I saw that on the floor when the door was open, something dropped to my chest and my lungs. You live on the first floor, right? Yeah, the first floor apartment, street facing entrance. We were proud of that when we first moved in, like it was some kind of big deal. From the hallway I saw her, but I didn't realise and I thought that she was. The lights were off, the whole room was a mess. I thought we had been robbed or she had fallen or there was broken glass furniture knocked over. She was, I called her name, she didn't even move. I checked her pulse, it was still warm, her blood was warm, and I saw the gun. It looked so heavy, but I thought it had to be a fake because I didn't want it to be real. So we picked it up. What? Pick it up? I didn't touch that thing. I didn't shoot her, damn it. Doing what I do, you hear a lot of lies. White lies, blatant lies, hasty lies. Bad lies, especially. For me, it's always been easy to spot a lie, but it can be hard to know what to do about it. I've got proof I need in my files. He's nervous and defensive. I know this works if he doesn't trust me. Attempt to deal on the details of all evidence by checking your phone. If your clients notice you don't know what you're talking about, they'll stop giving you any credit. This is getting seriously intense. You can tell because my laptop is just starting to viciously decrease. You didn't touch the gun, Carlos. It's just a fact, and we know because it's a fact that your fingerprints are on that gun. But I didn't do this. I didn't. I wasn't thinking. I was just. All I was saying is that you picked it up. That's all. Would you believe me if I said I didn't realize it was a gun? That explains how his prints got on the gun, but not in a way that was satisfied, please. So, if all he did was hold the gun, so stupid. I know what a gun looks like, but seeing in my own home right in front of you were shocked, Carlos. You still are. The police came in some time after. I don't remember much of what they said. Things were moving really fast. It seemed like the rest of my night went probably the way you'd expect. They said they had him in cuffs. This guy's not even cuffed. He doesn't even have a fucking arm, bro. What the fuck are they on about? Jeez. Carlos, you admit to having a verbal argument with Diane, but you said you were surprised to see the room trash when you got back. To clarify, you're saying that you two never had a physical fight? Well, physical, we never fought. We fought like that. Did the police say we did? They assumed as much. Which means they also assumed the room was disheveled well before the shooting occurred. Considering what Carlos has told me, what else did they assume? What is it? I'd like to take a look at something for me. The crime scene. My PC is like getting fucking slower and slower. I need to check my... I'm in the video there. Because my PC is literally on 90 degrees Celsius. Bro. 90 degrees? Holy hell, gang. Well, I guess I'll have to end the video there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. And yeah, peace out. I will definitely keep playing this game because it's very good, but just so fucking laggy, I have to say, it breaks.